Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Kay back at it with a new video. The name of this video is titled, You Need Some FU Money. Now you're probably saying, Kay, what is FU money? FU money means that when you're working that job, you're setting aside money to invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, a business or a business that you can invest in, annuities, cryptocurrency, even though I'm not a big fan of cryptocurrency, but a lot of people are. Those are some of the things when you're young, you should be focused on. What are some of the things that you should not be focused on? Is looking rich. You heard me, looking rich. You got the bling bling, you got the clothes, you got the big fancy car with the big fancy car note, you got all the fixings of a well-to-do person. However, yours is just debt. And nobody should want debt. So when I say you need to get you some FU money, that should be your goal. You should put that up on your bedroom wall and look at it every day. I got to get me some FU money. Because FU money is going to be the only thing that's going to save you one day. Now I hear people say, well, it's easier, Kay, just to work for somebody. And it is. You turn in your resume, you get the job, and then all you have to do is whatever they tell you to do, right? But what happens if you fall out of grace with that job? Now what? And you didn't put away money for that FU day. You're gonna be screwed. Now you gotta go get another job and another job and another job, right? Well, one thing I can tell you, boys and girls, you can't work forever. One day you're going to be old. And then what happens? You have a lot of seniors that can't afford their apartments or they houses and things like that. They living on the street or trying to live with someone else after a lot of years of being independent. It's true. You have young people nowadays that can't afford their own apartment, let alone a house. But all this can be fixed now, especially if you're a young person. It's cool to get a job, right? And just work it and then live life because we don't know how long we're going to be on this earth. But some of us might just be on this earth a long time. I was looking at this actress, and I'm not throwing any shade at her, Taraji P. Henson and Monique, right? And you hear them talk about how the industry just don't pay them. They accomplish all these accolades, awards, and all the things that say you have made it. But what mistake did they make? Their mistake was they wanted to be an employee. So when you're an employee, you're at the mercy of your employer, right? See, employers, and I'm not knocking employers, they only pay you enough to keep you coming back. Now, it's up to you to do whatever you can do with that paycheck. See, our problem is, as employees, we fall in love with the employer because they pay our paycheck. So we in love. But with them, it's all business. If they can't use your position anymore, guess what? You ever see them carrying that crate? I carry some right out the door with all your belongings in it. That's why you need that FU money. That FU money is going to save you. I once had this young man come to me and he said, Kay, I heard that you like to, invest from time to time. And I said, yeah, I do. He said, tell me a little bit about it. I told him a little bit about it. And he said, well, how soon will I be able to cash out? How soon will I make a lot of money? I said, hold down now. It don't work like that. It takes years to build it up to where you need it to be. It's not a get rich quick scheme where you get rich overnight. That's not the way investments work. It works over time. So while you working your job, each time you get paid, you invest in an investment. I once told this young lady, she asked me, well, don't you have to buy a lot of shares? Don't you have to buy millions of shares of stocks? I said, no, you buy what you can afford. And then when you get paid again, you buy more. You should always pay yourself. Now, some people say, well, paying yourself means I go out and party at the club and, dress nice, look rich. No, pay yourself means when you get paid, you invest that money in some of the things that I named when I first started out this video. You buy stocks, you buy bonds, you buy annuities, and investing in companies or businesses. And I'm not a big fan of crypto, but if that's your thing, maybe some even crypto or gold or anything, any vehicle out there that's going to appreciate over time. A fancy car, a boat, a big house, things like that don't invest. Clothes. I had a friend told me one time that he just buy clothes and don't even wear them. That's a bad investment. You could take that money and invest it. And then over time, you're going to see growth. Again, you're not going to be able to work forever. I'm not saying you got to be super rich, no. But you got to make it when it's time for you to sit down, you got a soft landing. The big mistake Taraji and Monique made was they were employees. Now, I'm going to give you some names. Now, I can name some business people, but you're familiar with the names I'm finna name. You look at Floyd Mayweather. He bought out of his contract with Top Rank for, I believe it was $750,000. People thought that was crazy. That was a lot of money. But the man made $500 million. And then look at Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, she was an employee, yes, but then she started her own Oprah business, Then now she got her own money. And what about Spike Lee, Tyler Perry, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and even the late Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson really did have a lot of money, and his estate is probably worth $1 billion now. He just didn't know how to manage his money, but he had money and his name made him money. Even Mike Tyson. Tyson is a brand. He would always make money off his brand. See, you have to think like business people. You can't think like poor people that just want to look rich. Because at the end of the day, most poor people, all they have is the clothes on their back and an empty bank account. You decide which way you want to go. But again, you need that FU money if you want to be able to retire one day or sit down, because you may want to work, but your body won't let you. Now what? So think about that. Again, this is Kay, back at it with a new video. Press like if you like my video, and don't forget to subscribe.